Hello and welcome to BQ Prime. We are in conversation with Ajay Bijli, Chairman and Managing Director at PVR. Mr. Bijli, thank you very much for joining us on BQ Prime. Uh,
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations for opening a wonderful, you know, uh, screens at Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala. So to begin with, it's going to be 12 screens, right?
Yeah, it's under one roof, 12 screens. We are part of this prestigious Lulu Mall, which is 1.2 million square feet. So since the mall is so big, we thought we should also house a Superplex here with 1,700 seats, different formats, rather
Mm.
than do something small.
Mm. Uh, you know, y- the South has been much better for you as far as performance is concerned because of the kind of movie hits that have gone in, at least in this calendar year. Uh, what is the kind of share of screens that you have now in South?
South would be at least 40% of our circuit will be South now. But this year, ever since we've opened post-COVID, some of the South Indian films have done exceedingly well. But our third quarter, October and November, is has got some big Hindi films also which have done well. Hollywood films have done well. So I think
Hmm.
water finds its own level. These are all temporary volatility in content, but in the long run, I'm quite clear that every single film from every single region will have a steady flow.
Do you think more footfalls coming in the third quarter, October, November, considering that Q2 was a little disappointing on a quarter-to-quarter basis for
Yeah,
the street?
yeah. Q1 was very good. Q2 was disappointing because some of the Hindi films did not click. But Q3 looks on track with almost pre-COVID level numbers because some of the Indian films have all over the films have done well, and people are
Hmm.
the habit of staying at home is going away, and they are getting out. Malls are attracting amazing amount of footfalls, and our locational strategy has always been very good. We've been very mindful of it, that all our cinemas are in destination malls, and those malls are attracting a lot of people, and it's only natural once they come to the mall to come to the cinema as well.
What's the kind of footfall increase that you have seen in Q3 vis-a-vis Q2 to get the perspective?
Well, I don't have because the Q3 is still not over, so therefore all
First
I know
two
is
months, uh, just to give a.
I don't know the numbers. I can only tell you that it's almost reached pre-COVID level of
Mhm.
Q3, which
Okay.
is 2019. Because
Okay.
we 2 years we were 18 months we were shut, so we only compare with 2019-20 numbers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And how is the slate looking for the remaining of the Q3 and Q4? Because Q4 again will be a festive season for the South. So you expect a slew of releases coming in closer to Makar Sankranti and others. So that's also going to be a big one, and your exposure to South will, help mitigate any, disappointment from the Bollywood.
Well, to be honest, this quarter, first of all, I'll tell you the lineup is very good. I mean, Drishyam 2 has done exceedingly well. Unchai has done well. Black Panther, did very well. Then we have Bhedia coming, which is looking very big with Varun Dhawan. It's a big screen spectacle releasing tomorrow. And also we have a movie called Circus with Ranveer Singh, which is coming. Avatar, of course, is a big one, which is coming as well. And that's why I don't want to forecast the quarter three numbers, because Avatar can change anything, because it's really looking very big. And of course, all the South movies have got shifted to quarter four. And but again, we've got in Hollywood, we've got Pathan coming. After 5 years, Shah Rukh is making a comeback, and that's looking like a very big movie. The trailer is attracting a lot of attention. So I don't think quarter four will be disappointing, because there's a big slew of Bollywood, Hollywood, as well as South movies which are coming up.
What is the kind of expansion strategy that you have in South now that you have nearly 40% of it coming in that region? Is there further inroads that you're going to make into some of the southern states? Kerala, I think Cochin and Trivandrum, I think you have some exposure, but Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, uh, of course,
Yeah.
Andhra and Telangana are, are big in terms of screens. But what's your strategy there?
Well, as you know, malls take about 3 to 4 years to get built. And so it may look like a coincidence that our penetration in South this time is more because of content, but it's not like that at all. We spread ourselves across the country in every region where there's a destination mall opening up and where there's consumption of content. But it's a coincidence that this particular quarter, we have a lot of cinemas opening in South. We have a 5 screen opening in Bangalore next week. We have another one in Bangalore in Bhartiya Mall, which is a 7 screen complex. We have another property in Chennai called Transit Mall, which is a 5 screen complex, which is opening shortly. Then we have another mall, Satwa Mall, it's called again in Bangalore. We have in Bangalore with Prestige, another cinema called in Kanakpura, which is opening maybe in quarter 4. But then we also have a property opening on the second in Yamunanagar, which is up north. We also have in Jaipur our first flagship property in Mall of Jaipur opening shortly. So we're spread all over, but it is a coincidence that Kochi, in fact, we have one more with Prestige Group, which will open either quarter 4 or maybe the first quarter of next year. Lucknow, we're opening with Lulu, or again an 11 screen flagship property in either quarter 3 end or quarter 4 beginning. So we're spread all over. We're given a guidance of over about 100 odd screens, and I think we are on track for that.
That's for FY23, right? Or FY23, 24?
No, 22, 23.
22, 23. Okay. So at the end of it, what could be the distribution between your screens between various regions? Will uh, will you have now more of a balanced uh, outreach to both southern markets and the northern markets, and that would uh, some way balance out your portfolio as well?
It's already very well balanced, Sajid. We have 33% in North, 33 odd percent in West, and about 33 odd percent in South. 10% only in, I hope I got my maths right, but 10% only in East. So East is the only place where we have lesser screens. But
Hmm.
between North, West, and South, we are pretty evenly spread. And it keeps changing, as I said,
Hmm.
because we're still growing, adding screens. So wherever we have this year, perhaps South will have a more skew of screens. A little percentage will go up because of the reasons that I mentioned earlier.
Okay. What about the average ticket prices? Means we saw a dip in happening in Q2. Do you see that coming back? Have you seen that coming back in Q3?
Well, you see, 2 years we were almost, not there, non-existent. So if you look at it from, in fact, we were just doing a comparison between 2019-20 and 2000, 22-23, the year that we're in. We've only grown by about 5 to 6%, where the 2 years the inflation has been much more than that.
Hmm.
So ticket prices will be, average ticket price of ours is somewhere around 210, 215 across the country, across all formats. You see, we've got lots of formats which are, in small towns also, where the ticket prices are sub 100 rupees. And we've got then larger, because we were always addressing every segment of the market.
Hmm.
The stated philosophy or preamble of PVR is to get people out of their homes. Now, whether you're a luxury customer who's got home theater or a big plasma at home, for them we have director's cut, Lux cinemas, Gold cinemas, or whether you're in a medium to small town and at a lesser price point, we have quality cinema going experience.
What about spend per head? Are you seeing that going up? Because you saw that increase by nearly 32%. Uh, but are you seeing that
Yeah,
more and
that trend,
more,
yeah.
people are willing to spend more per head?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Popcorn and Pepsi still remains the number one selling item, but definitely it's something that completes the whole experience. And we are offering a lot of things now because Indian movies are long and people are time pressed. So sometimes they don't eat before or after because that adds to their time. And then so they want to eat while they're watching the movie. So therefore, our offerings are very varied and a lot of variety we've got. That's an important component of our business, and we are seeing spend per heads also going up.
how's the OTT landscape and ecosystem impacted you in any way? Uh, has the running of the movie or tenure of the movie shrunk a bit because of the OTT launches, which come immediately now after screen launches?
No, that's the perception, and which I'm very keen that I'm glad you've asked me this question. The OTT movies, the movies which are released on theatrical platform first, which is us, they play for at least 8 weeks. So the window between the theatrical and any other platform is still 8 weeks. There's a perception that has got built due to COVID, because during COVID times, of course, logically, if we were shut, the windows, as they call it, had got shrunk, but now they're back to 8 weeks. So if you want to see Drishyam 2, you have to see it on the big screen first.
Hmm.
So that impact is not there. People who want to consume fresh movies, they want to see it immediately. They know that they can only watch it if they come to the theater.
Hmm. You know, also looking at other sources of revenue for PVR, advertising is one of them, which saw some contraction last in the Q2. Are you seeing advertising coming back, pricing uh, coming back in advertising as well for you? And
Yes.
which are the other sources of revenue that you're looking to tap?
Well, these are the three revenues, basically film income, F&B income, and advertising. And everything is linked to the number of people who visit the cinemas. And obviously, even advertisers like to see people coming in. And with so many blockbusters lining up, our advertising revenues are also on the uptick now.
Hmm. Ajay, you are there with us, so give us an update on the merger as well. Where are we on it? When do you see that coming together and the entire combined and coming into play?
Well, we got our NSC, BSc approvals a couple of months ago. We also got our individual NCLT approvals. Shareholders, creditors, they all sort of gave a thumbs up to the merger. And now I think within few weeks we will probably get another meeting from NCLT. So difficult to say, but doesn't look like it will take too long now. Maybe a month maximum, or maybe 45 days before the merger gets completed.
Oh, so basically in Jan Feb is when you have the merge entity
Could
coming
could
into play.
could be around that time, or could be a little earlier. Yeah.
Okay, Ajay, it's a pleasure talking to you today. Thank you very much for joining us on BQ, and all the best for the new screen that you're going to launch over the next
Thank you
or
so
two
much.
weeks.